In this video, I'm going to share with you something so powerful when you're using AI, and I probably shouldn't be sharing this, but I don't gatekeep, right? So I hope this is powerful, and if you do find it helpful, then this video has made its mission successfully. So I'm going to use ChatGPT to help me explain, because this is a little bit hard to try to break it down into like layman's terms. And when I discovered Causal AI, in this case we're going to talk about Causal AI, when I discovered about Causal AI, it's just something that I could not stop talking about, I could not stop using. It just makes so much sense, and it's so much more powerful than just using generative AI and the prompts that we all use and we all share with each other through prompt packs or through LinkedIn or YouTube or whatever. So I asked ChatGPT to help me explain Causal AI versus generative AI to a 5th grader so everyone can understand, and pretty much split it up into bullet points so it's easier for all of us to read and follow along. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can just follow along with me here. So the biggest difference with Causal AI and generative AI is that Causal AI, let's think of Causal AI as a detective, right? So Causal AI is figuring out why things are happening. It's based on cause and effect. It finds out what causes what. And it's very, very powerful, right? So if you're using this in like your marketing processes, your sales processes, this is very, very powerful. So as an example, it says if you eat ice cream and feel happy, Causal AI can tell you that eating ice cream causes happiness. So it's actually figuring out what causes what, right? Like, so for example, if you drink coffee and you have an energy boost, you could infer that it's because you just drank caffeine, right? You just had an energy boost from the coffee. So it can predict what will happen when you change something. If you eat more ice cream, it predicts you'll be even happier. Generative AI, on the other hand, think of it as an artist, right? Imagine generative AI as an artist who creates things. It creates new stuff, and we've all seen this for the past year, maybe a little bit longer. We've seen it create songs, we've seen it create pictures, we've seen it create stories, we've seen it create marketing materials, we've seen it create posts and content for other people and videos and all sorts of stuff, right? So it creates, it generates. And for example, here it says you can ask it to draw a picture of a unicorn and it will create one for you, right? It learns from patterns. It learns from lots of examples to make new things. And if it sees many pictures of dogs, it can create a new picture of a dog. So we've all experienced this, especially if you've been experimenting with AI in the last year or so, and you've been following along other LinkedIn creators or whatever the case is, and you've been actually dabbling. We've all been experiencing generative AI and all the use cases that can come from it. The key difference between Causal AI and generative AI is that Causal AI understands why things happen, and generative AI creates new things. So Causal AI is looking for causes and effects, why it rains and plants grow, versus generative AI learns patterns to make new stuff like drawing a unicorn. Causal AI is like a smart detective, while generative AI is like a creative artist. So I hope ChatGPT helped me explain this a little bit easier. If you still have some questions, let me know in the comments below. But what I've done is I've actually copy-pasted a prompt that I had already created here, and essentially I'm asking for it to use Causal AI to help me figure out my ideal client profile. And if you've been following me for some time, you've seen me share the ideal client profile one before, and it's a very powerful prompt, but this one is actually using Causal AI, so it's so much stronger because we're tapping into ChatGPT's for lack of better words, we're tapping into a little bit of a smarter version of ChatGPT in this scenario. So here I wrote, my prompt pretty much says, this is the only thing I change. If you guys are using it, you can copy the same thing. The only thing you have to change is pretty much this whole blurb. That's where I put what one of our businesses does. Everything else you can just copy and paste, and you'll get a similar output, similar format, but different answers based on your particular business. So in this case, it's saying psychographics, it's saying all these different things, behavior patterns, blah, blah, blah. And it says a lot of stuff, right? So I'm just going to ask, why is this important for my marketing efforts? So it says understanding the ideal customer profile and the causal relationships between psychographic attributes, behavior patterns, and engagement levels with key business outcomes is crucial for your marketing efforts for several reasons. And here's telling me all the several reasons, but I'm going to ask it one more time. Why is Causal AI important for this use case? Okay, here we go. It's understanding the true causes, right? So it's beyond correlation. Traditional analytics might show correlations, but correlation does not imply causation. Causal AI helps identify true cause and effect relationships, ensuring you understand what actually drives key outcomes like high LTV, purchase frequency, and satisfaction. So we're not just asking us to make us a pretty post or to write us a cool piece of content. We're actually using it to help us understand our ideal client persona to the point that it's going to leverage cause and effect relationships to help us figure out which one is going to drive the highest, what actually drives key outcomes like high LTV and all that stuff. This is like really, really powerful stuff, right? Um, then we have other things like effective strategy development, enhanced customer targeting, maximizing ROI, etc., etc. So you can read through the whole thing. Just let me know in the comments. I'll share the link. You guys can read through it. You guys can copy the prompt from there. I'll be making more posts and more content on Causal AI because it's really fascinating and it's blowing my mind. And I've been using this for about 6 months, and every single time without fail, it works like a charm. I've used it for prospecting. I've used it to open up a lot of conversations with people that I thought were, a little bit out of reach or whatever. And just by using Causal AI, I was able to unlock a lot of doors. So if you're not using Causal AI, if you haven't heard of Causal AI, I highly recommend you start looking into it. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but when people catch on to this, they will start talking about it. So like always, I like to bring you the freshest, newest, forefront information, things that people don't talk about. And, if you're following me for some time now, you probably have realized that I share a lot of stuff that's ahead of the curve. So thanks so much for watching. Let me know let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Like I said, I'd love to share more about this topic. I'm like obsessed. And if you want the link to this, just let me know in the comments. Just, I don't know, ask for the link or something. There's no special keyword. Maybe I'll even drop the link in the comments so you don't even have to go through all that. So I'll share this, no worries. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions specifically about this, let me know. Bye.